Hey, I don't know exactly where I'm going today, but I haven't done an update, a video, a diary update for a while. So there's a couple things that I did discover. This is funny. I got a new feature on here called Touch Up by Appearance. So I hit it, and then this thing come back and said, "There's not enough memory in the world to touch you up, buddy. You are fucking old." No, I'm just playing around, but um, I had a discovery that turned out to be a small miracle because I didn't know what it was called, but I've always, off and on throughout my life, said there's a hole in the soul of Joel. You know, meaning that I was looking to fill it with all this stuff from the outside. But now, I got an insight that that hole in my soul was designed by me and my soul for a place to go to escape all this shit. And it was called and I got the words inner sanctum, and or inner sanctuary, but it was the same thing. So I started. This was just a few days ago, but man, oh man, I got to tell you, because you got to do it because everybody has this. They've developed this with their soul, and so when you when you relax into or ease into your inner sanctum, you have access to everything that is your soul. And your soul is everything. Your soul came here whole. Your soul is the thing that we talk about that is the direct reflection of God. Was made with love, is 100% love. Our higher self has been with us on all our journeys. But the soul is massive. It's just like a gaseous, massive liquid, and it goes on for miles, and we are inside of that. So when you go inside, and then I found, and I knew it was, I didn't know, I was going to call it the inner sanctum, because that's the words I got. So what happened is I started to research it, and there really is such a thing as the inner sanctum, and it's called the divine inner sanctum. And I go, and it's the same thing I'm talking about. It's a room in your soul that you go into, and there's people that know about it already, and I go, wow. So I breathe in through my nose, and I say, I've arrived in my divine inner sanctum. So I've arrived in my divine inner sanctum. And when I breathe out, I'm home in my divine inner sanctum. So this divine inner sanctum, it has no limits. There's no timeline. Everything's happening all at once. You're breathing in chi there, and you're breathing out chi. It's a place where my daughter and my grandson can come and visit me, and they do. It's a pure place that they can go. So they can visit me whenever they want, and it's great. I'm just getting to know Henry, and I didn't know him that well when he was on Earth, but God, he's sharp as a whip. He's very smart, and he's playing around with because he can just go everywhere, and he can be big monsters or whatever he wants to be. He's just playing around, and he's loving it. He's loving life, and he's home, and that is home on the other side. So we'll get there eventually, but you don't want to go before your time. And I don't know if I ever want to die, because eternity is a long time. Can you imagine that God just coming up and saying, hey, there's no beginning to you. There's no end to you. You've always been. And you are me. I am. So you have access. You want to see something? Let's go. I'll show you whatever. You are God. And so all of us, conscious beings here, are all our own universe. We are all our own universe. Individually, if you look at the tree of life, there's one leaf and then there's everything around it, because each one of these is its own separate universe. And that's really cool. That's really cool. So I've been crawling into my divine inner self lately. But it's like all of the voices, all of the temptations, all of the distractions, they're gone when you do this. And I do it every day now. And I'm starting to feel it now. I mean, I was thinking it before, but now, yes, last day, I could feel it. I could feel it. It was like I was tripping. Because when you're tripping, you're always in the present moment. You're not thinking about the future or the past. You're always present. And everything is exciting. Well, that is the way this is. When you go into your soul, you are like tripping. And it's just wonderful. So, I wanted to say, I think it's a way that I'm going to get past the brain default system. Because I think when people talk about the ego, they're really talking about the brain default system. And it's like the Van Allen belt for humans. And it's because the brain is, this carbon body is supposed to be mortal. It's supposed to die in 3D. But if we can ascend to carbon silica, we have an immortal body, and then go past that to the crystalline body, and then that is an eternal body. I like the word eternal better than immortal. Mortal sounds like a Dracula, but eternal is what you want, and you just, and I'm asking, there's thousands of me, thousands, and they're in all these different dimensions. Maybe I got one in the 12th. I don't know. I mean, my soul can place anybody anywhere, and it's a collaboration. So I've asked my other higher selves, especially 7 and above, hey, you want to come in? Doors open. I'm the easiest person to teach how to do this because I'm you. So come on in and teach me the automatic disease. Bing, thought, disease gone. Teach me how to have or bring out in me an eternal body that doesn't look like it's rotting. Preferably, I don't want to have a aging body because I was on this timeline. I don't believe in that. I on earth as it is in heaven. There is no negative energies. There is no time on the other side. So I might as well try my best to intend this stuff now. If I'm wrong, but I'm going to try to intend that and see where it goes.